What does their draft hand look like?
Well, Adelaide is very clear that they have a lot of years of medium-term pain ahead. Nick, you talked about potentially 5 years of pain. They absolutely have a plan, though, to build a premiership list. Now, their list manager, Justin Reid, has been telling player agents around the country it is a 5-year plan. So here is how they get an absolutely elite draft hand. I think we all understand they're going to finish last this year. If they did move on Brad Crouch, and I spoke to Matthew Nix about it at the start of the month, he said, yes, it is a possibility that he leaves. If they could get significant compensation through a big salary, that's pick 2. Now, right now, they have the GWS first rounder. That's pick 6. You think that's going to become 10 or 15 by the end of the season there. They've got the Dogs second rounder. They've got their own second rounder. They've got this kid, Riley Thilthorpe, who's potentially the overall number 2 pick in the draft. Now, he's a 200-centimetre ruck forward who is playing in the SNFL seniors, the Tex Walker heir apparent. They've got Tariq Newchurch, who's an absolute jet as a small forward. He's tied to them through their academy, probably 10 to 15 in the draft. So the question then for you guys is, do they have to bring in more young kids, trade out more players to get picks in? So do they entertain offers maybe for Matt Crouch or Tom Lynch, who wants to stay but he's 30 in September? Rory Laird's only 26. Now, Bryce Gibbs is not on a significant salary, so if he could find a new home, maybe they even pay a little bit of his salary. So, Jason, Nick, do they need to bring in even more picks, or do you need to keep some of that senior experience to herald through those kids?
You need to have a little bit of experience, but I'd be loading up on as many high picks as I can. I mean, just looking there, they've got 4 in the top 20, 5 in the top 30. If you can get 1 or 2 more than that, I would go for it, because you have to get a group of players together that are going to grow and learn and develop. Now, they've got a few good young kids coming through. Get some real high-quality talent underneath that, and then all of a sudden you can see light at the end of the tunnel.
You don't have to do it all in 1 year.
But you can't,
That's right. So I think absolutely a combination, because you see the teams that have gone back to the draft, and I was a part of it at St Kilda way back in 2011, where the next few years it was Goddard, Del Santo, McAvoy, all of these players exited the club, and you tried to do it with just draft picks.
Yep.
10 years later and the club still hasn't played finals.
Yeah.
So you need a combination. It's only now that the club has complemented that with players like Zach Jones and Brad Hill and
Yep.
Dan Butler and some of the experience that they've brought in, that you look like you're more realistically a chance to contend. So I think it's going to be a combination for Adelaide. And the 5 years of pain thing, that's not a criticism.
No.
That's just where you're at.
That's
what
reality.
You need to do
that is reality.
If you want to get back up there.
So you've got to get those talented kids in first, and then you can pick and choose the little holes in your list that you can fill with peripheral players from other clubs that perhaps aren't getting the opportunity. Bring in a bigger body, a little bit of experience. It doesn't cost you much. You're not giving away or trading anything to actually get them in. That's how you fill those holes and help these players develop.